A few seconds late, but no worse for wear. Hopefully, my power and or internet don't get fucked up during this horrendous, not so horrendous snowstorm that we got. My name is Chuck Reeves. Tonight, we're going to call K-Daver up on the Skype machine. We're going to talk to him about the Path of Destruction tour. He was on that whole thing, and we're going to talk about what comes next for him. And then we're going to continue through the paperwork plantation into the merchandise slavery that is that Hatchet House contract. My name is Chuck Reeves. You know what it is, and you know what it does. It's the beard, and it speaks now.
Oh, come on, he's a miserable cocksucker fucking asshole. You hate him, admit it.
I was damn near late tonight trying to unfuck my computerish situation. Right now, we got a windy, blustery ass winter snowstorm here on the second day. Let me move this way. Let me get my shit together. Make sure I got a straight microphone. Make sure all this works. But we up in this motherfucker. My name is Chuck Reeves. I'm the East Coast Beast host. It is Wednesday night. It is the 21st of March. Like I said, the second day of spring. And outside, at least of my crib, it is a horrendous, terrible, crazy shitstorm of rain, snow, sleet, and ice. So bear with me if we have any internet-related issues or power-related issues. That's part of why the show was almost late. Me trying to unfuck what was going on. I appreciate everybody tuning in for the very big show. I hope you enjoyed last night's episode. I got a bunch of good feedback in relation to the contract discussion. The contract discussion that is going to continue tonight. I'm excited. I mean, you guys really, we are at but the tip of the iceberg. If we have any internet-related issues, hold on. That's that internet-related issue I was talking about. There we go. So, I see 29, 30 of you motherfuckers tuned in right now. Flame emojis. And salute to all of you from me, the beard. I got like a super chat via my PayPal. So, let me give a fucking quick shout out to Whitney Black for that $2 super chat. Remember, super chats over here don't work, but you can still PayPal me money directly at paypal.me/beasthostbeard, which always comes up during the merch section of shit tonight. But we'll get towards that, towards the middle. I want to kick things off properly, right off Jump Street. We're going to be giving the homie K-Daver a call. See if we can get an answer. The last few times that we tried to call him. Yep, I get it. He's not going to see me. But he can hear me. Is he standing by? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hold on one second. Let me switch screens. Can you hear me, Mr. Daver, sir? You cannot hear me? What is going on right now? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, man. I'm having a real problem with my dumbassery fucking LCD TV. Yup. I'm really pissed right now. I'm having computer issues. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. What is going on? Can you hear me? Shake your head. Okay. That's good. I cannot hear you. Hold on. What is going on? This is not a very professional show. Just so we're clear. Say something. Yeah, no, that's not working either. What the fuck is good, computer? It was working 2 fucking seconds ago. Hold on. Nope, that ain't it. What the fuck is going on? I'm real sorry about this, man. We finally get you on the cans. Say something. Why won't the Skype's just not giving me sound at all? Let me call you right back. I'm going to work this out on my end. All right. There I go, killing my own broadcast again. Okay, so I got that. That's right. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Why do I have so many fucking... Let me see. Let me see what happens. I'm real sorry about this, everybody. I should have gotten this worked out before I ever went live. Late or not. Late or not, you deserve a quality program.
Well, what do you mean? I've been exposing Violent J 10 months. You can't be like me.
Alright, so that works. Let's see what happens when I do this.
Deep down inside, you're crying. You're crying.
Twisted left your ass.
There we go.
Why are you just
Okay.
bringing all this up
I
now?
got that to work. Now
Why
we're
didn't you
calling
bring this
back.
up 4 months
See
ago
that
on the
fixed
fucking show?
the problem. It should have. Jesus, I'm a terrible host. This is the worst show in the history of time. I can't believe you people even tune in. We're going to try again. I'm getting no sound. Like no ringing. No nothing. I don't understand what's going on. Something is funky with my Skype, apparently. I don't know what the fucking problems could be. Because the Skype is not playing any sound. This is an issue. It's an issue I'm very pissed off about because it's going to ruin the whole show tonight. That ain't it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Because I am receiving. Yes, I understand my webcam is being used. Alright, say hello. I'm getting nothing. Is your mic on your side muted? Hit the microphone thing and see if it's muted. No, I'm getting nothing. And I'm getting audio from everything else on this side. You're the only thing that I can't get audio from, and you can hear me, which makes me think the problem's on your side. What color's your microphone emblem? Because you can't see me, I know that. But you can obviously hear me. Yeah, I can't hear you. Maybe turn up your volume on your phone. Something silly like that. I got no clue, man. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? No sound on one side of the Skype. Nope. I'm still getting nothing. And the thing is, if I play something on my computer, the sound comes through the screen.
Nobody wants
and people hear it. Which means there should be sound coming from this fucking Skype box, and there's not. What the fuck is good? Let me try you one more time. I'm gonna hang up and try you one more time. Make sure you're, like, reset your phone or something silly. Alright, reset your phone. I can't hear you. I hate Skype. This is the my least favorite way of doing this shit. By far. Let me see. Video, default device. Integrated webcam. Test video on. We're trying it one more time. Are we trying to connect? Do we got a connection? Does it work now? No, it still does not work. What the fuck? I'm going to punch my computer. Hold on. I'm calling you back one last time. I got one last check. It's the worst interview of all time. You can blame me. I mean, shit, if it... Do me a favor, throw me those headphones. I'm doing one last thing that I didn't want to have to do. Bam. Alright. We're gonna try this one. One last time. Let's see if this works. Oh, look, I even sound better. Would you look at that? All right, one more time. We're trying them. There we go. That's a lot better because now you get to hear the Skype dance.
You there?
Look, that shit worked immediately as soon as I put my fucking cans on. Skype just wants to be stupid today and not play through outside speakers. Now, do me a favor, though. Turn your phone on its side.
Like this?
There you go. You're filling the frame a little better now. It's a little more like a panel show this way. I know you don't see me, but you should definitely be hearing me. We are finally hearing you loud and clear. Do me a favor, heads, please, if you wouldn't mind. Flame emojis in this motherfucking chat for this dude, K-Daver. Just returning from the Path of Destruction tour. You have a good time?
Fucking amazing time, man. It was killer. Probably the best experience of my life.
How many dates? Like 30 and change?
We were on the road for like 38 days, but I think we only did 27, 28.
All right. Highlights, lowlights, low lifes of the tour. Anything that sticks out in your brain? I know Rotten Robbie was out there in full effect. How many bottles of Jack Daniels got killed? And where are they going to start turning up on body parts?
Man, so many bottles of Jack Daniels. When I actually, to be honest with you, had a lot of Evan Williams, just because I had to supply liquor for fucking 3 other people. So it's kind of on a budget on that. And man, highlights, bro. It was, you know what I mean, going into markets that we've hit before. You know what I mean? Like we've been to Kokomo several times, and like the Texas, you know, Fort Worth, Austin, shit like that. That was dope. I think another highlight was, you know, places we've never been before, but it's like the crowd was just so much love and so much energy. And, you know, like San Jose, you know, I walked into San Jose and probably 3/4 of the crowd knew who I was, and I've never performed in San Jose before. So, I mean, that was like a really killer feeling. You know what I mean? The lows of the tour, I don't know, man. I don't really have much to complain about. You know what I mean? Hit a deer, fucking Montana highway. Set us back a bunch of hours and shit like that. So I mean that sucked, but you know, man, I'm just so positive a person. Really, it's like I don't really negative. I mean, fuck that shit, dude. It was just a really good experience.
Well, that's good. That's good. I know I saw you in Worcester. I know you played New Hampshire. I think, right? Did you guys have a New Hampshire date or not?
Actually, yeah, Worcester was kind of like a crappy show. No one really showed up to that.
Well, no, it's because they double booked the market.
Right, but. New Hampshire was crazy. New Hampshire was an awesome show. That was definitely, if not the best show of the tour, probably top 3 in there.
So you were out there with Axe Murder Boys. You were out there with Scum. Axe Murder Boys being the source of some contention around the underground. Gmo's been having some very publicized problems out there on the road. Any problems with those guys or from people in response to them?
One stop, man, but I'm not really gonna.
I know exactly where you're talking about, actually, and I was going to ask you about it, but I'm not going to. Rumor has it somebody's trip home wasn't as real as it may have seemed.
I don't know, man. I don't really have a comment on that.
In response to something. But anything else major happen out there? You locked down any new collabs? I know you had some. I'm sure you crossed paths with a lot of MCs out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I got cross paths with a homie of mine, but we've done work in the past and shit like that. We're working on some new projects in the future that are gonna be pretty big. So I mean, seeing him again in person was definitely killer. You know what I mean? A lot of local artists or opening artists or whatever grab features from me, which is cool. Something I never really did in the past. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, fuck it, man, let's just make it happen. So you got YT out of Salt Lake City. Shout out to him. That was popping. You know what I mean? And
where'd you play in Salt Lake? Club X? Maybe. You probably don't even remember.
Well,
after 38 days, you're lucky you remember your own fucking name after 38 days. Like, I can't believe they immediately sent Wicked back to the fucking studio to keep working on the album. But speaking of motherfuckers who are keeping working, here you are, you just got home. How long you been home? Like, maybe, 2 weeks? Not even?
Actually home, yeah, about 2 weeks. Give or take.
I see a flyer, and I'm getting messages from people like the homeboy Big Will up in Flint talking about OK Daver trying to go on tour again. You just don't like sitting on your ass, do you?
Fuck that, man. Life waits for nobody, man. So it's like, I feel like, you work all these years to get a buzz. You finally start, you know what I mean, getting the fucking wheels moving on making it happen. It's like, why would I sit home? You know what I mean? So just released my hottest record, you know what I mean? Not even just in my opinion as an artist, but as far as the fans' feedback and all that. The Rotten Robbie Complex, available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, kdaver.com, all that good stuff. And it's like, so I said, fuck it, man, we got home. We built a lot of connections. We obviously got the fucking ball rolling, man. I'm just like, fuck it. Let's make another push on this album. You know what I mean? So we're leaving mid-May, coming back mid-June. And then from there, we're going to try to hit, after that tour, we're going to try to hit as many festivals as we possibly can. We're booked for Gorefest this year, which is a really awesome feeling. Shout out to Scum, one of the few real people in this game. You know what I mean? Because in this game, it's just so. I try not to speak on. I try not to speak ill on anybody, man. But this game is very fucked up because the same people shaking your hand, being like, "Oh yeah, what up, man? We definitely need to work." The same people talking shit behind your back, But he's not one of them. At least that you know what I mean? I want to say so. He's been very real with me the past few years, and touring with him is definitely a great experience. And, as far as, like, if I was to give it a choice of people to tour with and create a package, he'd be one of them, man, just because he's always even keel and he's always fucking in good spirits, and that's not always easy to find on the road.
Yo, that Snuff Wagon is a touring machine. Let me tell you, his whole crew's is a bunch of touring machines, and it starts at the top there. LSP is definitely a road product. And it definitely starts at the top with fucking Scum. Shouts to him. He built that scene in Denver. I put him at, like, he's the number one reason there is a scene in fucking Denver. So, or in that region at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you're going out, you're going to be touring on the project that you had dropped before the Path of Destruction tour. Can the fans expect anything new as far as singles? Maybe some new videos off the album in support of the tour?
Yeah, man, we got the Frankenstein music video dropping pretty soon, featuring Lex the Hexmaster. You know what I mean? That video's basically done. I'm just waiting on a couple things to come through to finish it up. And then I'm going to probably do a couple more videos off the Rotten Robbie Complex. And then from there, I'm working on basically a single formula. You know what I mean? Not singles in the sense of, oh, look at this fucking radio single, but in the sense of probably going to drop 3 or 4 singles before I drop another new project. If I drop another new project, probably come out in fall or whatnot. But just trying to keep it innovative with the fans, and you know what I mean. I'm kind of an old head in the sense that project CDs, project. But it's like, man, in today's day and age, you're gonna be dropping fucking shit constant. So, kind of taking a page out of Russ's book. You know what I mean? If you never heard of Russ, check him out. I mean, the guy's just fucking pumping content. Seems like in 2018, man. You gotta be dropping fucking content left and right.
Content is king, and that kind of leads to my next question. Did you get any footage of yourself while you were out on tour? Can the fans expect to see any maybe combining of all that footage, maybe some behind the scenes shit that people didn't see, or were you just out there living that shit?
A little both. We went into it, filming and all that, and so we definitely have some really good footage. A lot of fan phones and cameras and whatnot that they sent us are definitely gonna be spliced into that. It was definitely a learning curve. I'm not gonna front, man. Like, it was definitely a learning curve for me and my team. We've toured before, but as far as a tour this extensively, 110% on us. It kind of got to the point where we had to tighten up so many different things that we stopped filming as much. Not only that, but when you're actually in it, right? When you're actually living the shit, it's not exactly, it's not flashy. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be on the road, just, what are you gonna do?
And the shit people would want to see happens so spontaneously and so, like, just in the heat of the moment. You can't plan to have the cameras around for that shit. That's what I've learned. Unless you're prepared to camera and mic yourself up 24/7, there's no chance in hell that you're gonna be able to capture shit. Like, I learned that the hard way at Astronomicon, for fucking sure. Because I was like, I'm gonna get hour upon hour of content of me. And then it's like, nah, fam, you busy. You busy doing it. So I always say, I don't know how Peter Parker got pictures of the Spider-Man. I still don't understand how that's possible. Because you can't be the web slinger and be taking flicks at a web slinger.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's just, you literally have to have, like, one person, or walk around with a body cam or some shit,
Yeah, but nobody wants to deal with you then, and that adds a level of awkwardness to shit, too. That immediately changes the way things are. The mere presence of a camera can change the way certain fucking instances go off. But, so, are you booked anywhere for the tour? Any markets pick you up yet? Are there any markets you're really looking forward to revisiting? Since you just went through there on the Path of Destruction tour?
Yeah, buddy, we got 7 markets right now that are officially booked. I'm working on another. Man, I'd like to link up 15 more dates. So if we can get 20 plus, that'd be killer. The tour starts May 17th. It's basically gonna rock until June 17th, full month. And yeah, I mean, in some aspect, you could be like, he just went out there, so it's like, yeah, I mean, why are you going out so soon? But not really, because the fans we already have are fucking diehard fans. And then on top of that, we made so many new fans. They're excited for us to go back out. And not only that, but as well as I do, Chuck, when you're support on tour, some nights we did a 20-minute set, but primarily we did a 15-minute set. And it's like, at that point, it's like speed dating. If no one knows who you are before that show, you have 15 minutes to kind of convey what the fuck you do, how you do it, rock it, and make fans. So
yeah, an opening set versus a headlining set is way different. Like, you just gave these bitches the tip.
Yeah, exactly, man. And like, this time around, there'll probably be definitely an added element of stress. Because it's my tour, I got to make sure it succeeds. But in the same token, because I'm the headliner, I'll be able to allocate a lot more time to, meet the fans and kick it with them and this and that, not necessarily be pressed to hustle necessarily like I was and all that. But I mean, that being said, so we did a 15-minute set on the Path of Destruction tour. We're aiming for about a 35-40-minute set on this tour, and so you get the more full experience, more full body rounding of the product.
Now you were chosen and brought on to the Path of Destruction tour. Now you're in the reverse position. Who are you bringing out there on the road with you? Who are going to be your road dogs? Who are going to be the dudes flipping over bootleggers' tables for you?
Yeah, I got Lungs, artist on my label. He's gonna ride with us, and then from there, I don't know exactly who's gonna be coming out with me yet on this. I'm only gonna have probably 2 supports. I'm not loading it up like with 9 acts or something like that. I'm keeping it a very tight package. Obviously, my hype man Kinetic's gonna be with me. It's looking between. I'm basically going back and forth between who I want on that next spot. It was going to be Casket. Some stuff came up. He had to take care of it. But so either way, I'll basically have 2 supports of myself, and which also gives. I pretty much packaged it in the fashion that if you're a local promoter and you're like, I don't know about you, Chuck. I'm just going to keep it real. I fucking hate these shows that have fucking 11, 12 acts.
Yeah, like, no, I have a Razakel show coming up in April, and I booked 3 locals. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. I think there's 4 total acts on the actual traveling tour. But all my openers have less time than any of the travelers. And the show's over an hour before curfew. Like, I can't stand when they literally squeeze. I know exactly what you're talking about, because you know how I've rallied against it locally.
Oh, it's nonsense, man, because it's just so much noise. No one wants to sit through the whole thing, and it's just like, so anyway, I package it. It's me, 2 supports, and at that point, if you have a strong market that doesn't need a lot of openers, and you can get 3, and we can have a good show, you get 6 acts. You really focus on those acts. Or if we have a market that's a little weaker and they have to put on 5 openers, at least then at maximum it's 8 fucking groups, because man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, when you start getting to 10 plus, you start getting to some shoot yourself in the fucking head territory. Like, you know me, I've hosted some abortions, fam. And I don't mean I was at the Planned Parenthood hosting an abortion. I mean, I've been on some shows where it's like, we're doing doors at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No, fam. Y'all are doing doors at 1. I'll be there at 7, 8 o'clock once the sun goes down. We party like adults. Like, we don't need 40 acts on a fucking... Not even a festival. Like, you can call it what you want. But even if you, like, one venue, even if you have 2 stages, if it's not multi-day, it's not really a festival. Well, no, you know what? Because Warped Tour...
I don't take part in
Warped
that
Tour has,
either.
like, 7 or 8 of them. Warped Tour's got like 8 stages, so in one day, 8 stages, they can count that as a festival. But like 1 stage or 2 stages in one day, that's not a festival. So it doesn't matter how many fucking rappers you put on your fucking bill. But yeah, I've been on some bad ones. I've been on some terrible ones.
Yeah, I know those events you're talking about, and I don't even take part in them, man, because
they don't happen anymore. We did a real good job of trying to stomp that shit out, and with few exceptions. One of them, and it's notorious for it every year now, is Rock and Shock. But that's because Rock and Shock as a convention has kind of taken a shit. And they need to have, whatever it is, fucking 18 openers for that piece of shit.
That's insane.
That's a hot steaming turd.
Oh my god.
Like, and
so
you know
funny.
I fucks with that show too. And you know I'll be there. But I'm still going to say, like, the idea that the last day of Rock and Shock, you're rocking 2 stages, and one of those stages has 20 dudes on it, headlined by Fury. I love Fury, but headlined by Fury, and it's like, it's going on while Twisted is signing autographs, not even in the same building. Like, they're 2 buildings away, signing autographs at the convention center, while there's rappers on. Nah, fam.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it sucks for the fan because they don't want to sit through fucking everybody. So it creates very cliquey atmosphere. And I guess what I find kind of corny, some of these artists, like, I just think it's funny. Like, these artists, they, like, perpetuate this image to their friends and these fans or whatever the fuck. Oh, we're doing big things. We're fucking, come buy these fucking tickets. And it's like an 18 group opening show. And I'm just like, dude, I just think you're hoeing yourself out.
Yeah, somebody tried getting into a dick measuring contest with me the other night. And I looked right at him and I was like, look, man, you were offering $10 tickets the day of the show. That's half price. I was like, you're going to stand here and try to tell me that you made more money than I did tonight, and you were offering the tickets that I know you already paid for half price just to get rid of them. Like, when we did a fine number on that show. It wasn't even like this dude, like, there were enough people who went to the show where this dude should have been able to offload his tickets because he had less than, say, 15% of the tickets. Like, it should have been easy for him to offload the show. Like, with the Raz show, I'm kind of asking a lot of my dudes because I'm asking them to move, maybe 20% of the tickets. But that's a smaller show, too. But.
Right, yeah.
So, you sell a lot of merch?
How'd you get linked up with that show?
You know what? I saw her live when I was in Salt Lake, and I had never been exposed to her, and I had a certain opinion. And she changed my fucking opinion completely. Seeing her live, I was like, damn, I had the wrong opinion of what this was. So, the minute I saw it, I kind of was like, I want it. And then, Genosha X from, I guess she's from the Cleveland area. She's been on the show. She's down with UPS. I've been meaning to have her and her man up this way. And then that kid Magic Deuce has a history with Q Strange, who I have a connection to. So I'm trying to link
Shout
those.
out to
I'm trying to
Strange too,
link.
by the way.
What'd you say?
Shout out to Q Strange too. Real
Oh
cool.
yeah, I'm trying to link him into that show. But we might be doing some sort of an extended cipher thing that night. I'll let you know. I'd love to have you come down and even just rock a verse for my cipher. I might be debuting my new, I don't know what you would call it, cipher series, where I'm just gonna have people spit live bars, and if you fluff, then you don't make it. You get thrown to the fucking wolves. Like all.
Hey,
like
I'm down, bro.
I get annoyed.
I'm always down for that
You
shit.
know I'm involved in that cipher shit too. And at this point, with some of it, I've really gotten to a point where I'm like, yo, it's so overproduced. It's like it's gotta look slick and shit. I'm like, I'm done with slick, fam. I'm trying to have shit look gritty again and grimy. I'm trying to take it back to fucking black and white videos and 90s RZA camera work. How'd you do on merch? Did you sell out? Are you having a post-tour merch sale? How was the merch sales? People loving that K-Daver?
Yeah, man, it's pretty dope, actually. You know what I mean? I gotta update my website. I had a bunch of tour exclusive stuff and shit like that, and coming back, finally did inventory. It's been a grind since I came back because I had to record Casket's new EP. Fuck Casket, drop at 420. Make a surplus of beats, do the features. In the process of getting home, I also moved, and this that. So anyway, long story short, yeah, the merch game was on point, man. We did really good merch sales. You know, like you know, I got an official scumbag, certified scumbag T-shirt. You know what I mean? It sold really fucking well. I got an official K-Daver side bitch tank top. Sold very well.
I actually seen those, and I was like, I want to know who's buying those. I want to meet them fams. I want to meet them. What's good?
Yeah, they were cool, man. They were, I don't know, it was cool. Like, usually wasn't even like a single one, you know, a few single girls bought them, but really it was fucking weird because a lot of the girls that bought them,
you know what that is. Don't even act like you don't know what that is, dog. I can tell by the look on your face. You know what that is. How dare you? How dare you disrespect the viewership by claiming you don't know what the fucking deal is? It's ridiculous. Yeah. You're ridiculous, fam. But so you obviously gonna have some new shit for the new tour.
Oh yeah,
you can't get rid of some shit. You can't get rid of shit like that.
Oh fuck yeah, man! The Rod and Robbie tour. I'm also going to have a few more things in the arsenal. You know, booty shorts, koozies, 2 more T-shirts, and you know, some more. I don't know. I got a few more things up my sleeve, but it's definitely gonna be sick. And I have every tour we go on, we typically add 2 or 3 pieces of merchandise, and now on this tour, we're probably adding 4 or 5.
You always had your shit on lock. You've always been a road dog. You always have known how to take your show on the road. After this domestic run, any plans? Maybe go to Canada, maybe Mexico, avoid the cartels. I don't know how your fan base is overseas. I know we got some viewership overseas.
That'd be dope. I'm actually looking. I would love to do Canada. You know, obviously, logically, the next step would be Canada because I can go knock on Canada's fucking door right now. But
yeah.
I got a few more options in the States that I'm going to try to exhaust, but we're looking at Europe and Japan. That seems to be where our shit's popping.
All right. You can be mad famous in Japan. If you pop off in Asia, I always have this conversation with people. It's like, if you pop off in Asia, you popping off on a different level. Like, there's a dude, what the fuck's his name? He was signed to Rough Riders, but he never got big. What the fuck was his name? Chin.
Yeah.
Chin was like the biggest rapper in Hong Kong for a long time. And that is like being the biggest rapper in 2 Americas. Because that's how many people are in Hong Kong. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, you're dealing with billions when you talk about Asia. So yeah, that's dope as fuck, man. That's definitely, and then Europe, of course, is always a hotbed of underground hip hop, especially in the Eastern Bloc. Like Germany.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I got a lot of homies over in Europe. You know, we do a lot of download sales in Europe. The most intriguing part to me about Japan, like if I could make Japan pop, would definitely be dope. Is not only is the payday like crazy that I wouldn't even think of, but it's you do hotels. You know, like
Yeah,
like
because that, I
performance.
mean, there's no room for, like, everything is in, like, either a residential building or something that's being used as a hotel. Because there's so many people there, that's just the way it is. Like, stores are all in the bottom floor of a much taller building. Clubs, restaurants, it's all set up that way. Like, Japan's like the fucking future. It's a little scary, actually. Unless you're really into Hello Kitty and robots.
Yeah, well, they have to build up. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, we have such a, you're talking about always having my shit on lock or this or that. Well, basically, man, it's like, as far as being on the road, we're not. I'm just not an internet entity. I think it's starting to turn a little bit now with the traction, but realistically, man, I'm a live performance. I'm going to get out there. Like I'm going to get in your face. I'm going to give you an actual show. Bring it back. We have a little bit of backtrack on some choruses, but I mean, I'm not trying to shit on any rappers, but it's like we don't go out there and play fucking makeshift karaoke rapping over a backtrack as loud as the fucking song. Like we go out there and we give you the fucking live. We give it to you, sweat, blood on the fucking stage. So to kind of revert this back to Japan, I think that audience is like really gravitating towards it because, you know what I mean? If you look at Japanese culture, it's just like they gravitate towards that rah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. Do you fuck with any of the current, like, I don't even like calling them K-rap, but there's been a couple of dudes from over there. Fucking, I'm having a high guy moment right now, and I can't remember. Keith Ape being one of them. He's from Korea, and it's like Korean ghetto trap music. There's like him, and then there's Rich Chiga, who recently changed his name. And these are all like Asian kids from, I know Keith Ape's from South Korea, and Rich Chiga's from Indonesia, but speaks perfect fucking English. He's like a teenager. He speaks perfect English like this, but he raps he raps the hardest shit you ever heard in your life. Like, and it's like a weird juxtaposition because shit that's gangster in Asia right now is goofy to us. Like Rich Chiga in particular, his video is full of like pleated khaki shorts and pink polo shirts and fanny packs, but they're all carrying guns. And it's like if you look into like Indonesian gangster culture right now, it's like this schoolboy thing. They all dress like schoolboys, and it's like super gangster. Like, it's crazy being able to see that shit. Like, I love when someone tries to expand into those markets because those markets are fucking up for anything. Like, Asia is up for anything.
Place to that. I want to check them out.
Yeah, Rich Chiga is his name. He's got a song called Dat Stick, which is like the jam. I know. What do you mean people in my chat saying Rich Chiga is some of the wackest shit? Somebody in my chat is clearly a 17%er, and I'm sure is clearly forgetting that Rich Chiga may be whack to you, but Krispy Kreme, who's become the crown jewel of every Juggalo event for the last 6 months, is crap to me and crap to everybody else.
Who's Krispy Kreme?
Exactly. Who?
No, I wasn't dissing.
No, that's his name. I'm the baddest of them all. There's a kid who, it's an act. It's like a comedy bit where he's a rapper who's clearly like autistic. like, and then his boy is always in the videos with him. Moneymaker Mike.
Local?
No. Moneymaker Mike. And Moneymaker Mike wears the same Mac Miller t-shirt all the time. And the videos are done intentionally bad to add to the joke. And the song is shit like, ninjas stole my bike. So it's like a rap story of him going and defeating ninjas.
On a side note, you ever heard of this group called Odd Squad Family?
Yo, killing it. Odd Squad Family's killing it. I'm so into it. That's not funny to me. That's like real shit to me. Like, it's funny because it's supposed to be at some level, but those cats can fucking spit.
Yeah, once you get past the mild humor, like it's like not only are they doing it, but it's like I give nothing but fucking
And
props,
do you
man.
know
This
how
kid-
rare? Do you know how rare an albino black dude is?
Right.
Like, that is super rare, and they've got one, and he spits bars. And then they've got a dude with no hands who rolls blunts with no hands. And I don't, like, with, like, just his nubs, and that's why his name's Nubs. Like, the fact that his name is Nubs, it's like, I'm into it, man. There's something that popped off called Left Cheek and Right Cheek. It's two midgets that look like Kardashian sisters.
What?
Yeah, man. The internet has become a weird and scary fucking place. Where are people going on the internet if they want to either try to get that hard copy or that digital download of the Rotten Robbie complex?
Cadaver.com, you can grab that physical. If you want that digital, you can also grab it from Cadaver.com, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon. As Napster still exists, it's fucking on there. Bandcamp, fucking this, that. Whatever major digital outlet, it's on spot. You know, if it's not on there, just hit me up. You know, I'll make it. I'll hit up my distributor because actually, it's funny enough when I put it up, it didn't get converted to Spotify as soon as it should have. So I hit him up and get it on. So if you, whatever fucking platform you buy music from, if it's not on there, come to me. Let me know.
And where are they bugging you on social media? Let the heads know that shit too.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much, you know, you can have my Instagram, you know what I mean? Instagram, k.daver, k.daver. You can go to my fucking like page on Facebook, but honestly, like pages are sacks of shit, and I've kind of like delved away from it. I get a lot more traction and a lot more push for my personal, K.Daver Thompson, you know what I mean? It's just, I beat my head against the wall for so many fucking years with that like page, and it was just like
yeah,
waste
man,
of my
nobody sees it. Yeah, it's such a fucking Facebook is such a fucking waste of time now for anything, like for fucking anything. If I'll post a one-liner on my fucking personal page and I'll get 100 and something likes, but every time I post the video, I gotta share the bitch a million times to hit 50 people seen. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then I see other shit popping up, and I'm like, do I even want to bother? Like, that's why I've been far more Instagram and Twitter these fucking days. But, yo, man, I'm sure I'll see you soon. I'm glad you had a good trip on the tour. And I'll be talking to you about stuff in the near future, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my team, Trauma Unit, Lungs, fucking Ironclad, Casket, Kinetic, you know what I mean, helping out, making that tour happen, definitely. Ron Robbie Tour now booking for May or June. We have 7 dates confirmed. It's a very affordable package, very reasonable, whatever we can make happen. If you're a talent buyer, promoter, venue in your area, just hit me up. We'll make it happen. We're going as far west as California, so we're going to be hitting fucking everywhere. We're going to be making it popping. You can either hit me up on the Facebook. You can go to my email, deadnotch@yahoo.com. You can go right to my webpage, kdaver.com. Hit me up directly with that. Whatever we can get working and popping, man. We're just making this go one day at a time. Chuck, thank you for having me.
Hey, no sweat, man. I'm going to make sure, if anybody's interested in booking that upcoming Rotten Robbie tour, I'm going to make sure to put that flyer up on my Instagram and make sure you hit the dude up, man. I appreciate you taking the time. I know every time we try to do this, there seems to be some problem. But next time, I'll make sure. I always intend on calling you at like 10, and then I get involved in like smoking a joint and just forget because I'm terrible at this job. But I appreciate you bearing with me. I appreciate the heads
passed out anyway, bro.
bearing with me as well. And, man, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Stay blessed, bro.
You too, man.
Peace.
Peace. The man, K-Daver, in the place to be. I don't have to be on these anymore. So they're coming off because I get sweaty ears. I'm going to throw them back over where they belong, near the PlayStation. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably wouldn't know that. And just the other day, finally logged in my first solo dub, my first win in solo battle royal. Top King of the Hill of 100. I'm very excited to continue what should be an illustrious career. Top 5, dead or alive. That's my motto when it comes to Fortnite. Top 5, dead or alive. Period. It's the way it happens. We don't have a lot of time left, honestly, between the technical difficulties and K-Daver just being a better interview every single time he comes on the show. We're at 15 minutes past midnight, and you know damn well I'm not going past 12:30 But what I will do and what we can do, let me make sure I don't forget where we were yesterday. Okay. We're going to give a quick recap to those who may not be aware of what we were doing yesterday on the show. But what the document we're looking at right now is a record contract from the desk of Psychopathic Records. Now, this contract is for an unnamed Hatchet House artist. It is my belief that this contract was not signed. It was not executed. And I'm not in any way saying that this is Twisted's contract. Anybody saying that online, which I actually saw today, ridiculous. I never once said, nor am I trying to imply, that this is Twisted's record contract. What I'm saying is that if the clauses in this contract are anything like the clauses in a standard Psychopathic deal, like the type that Twisted is under, and ABK is under, and certain other people are under, and that these clauses are in play, that this record label would not be the place that you would want to be. Money aside, which we looked at the money and it was fucking ridiculous. $1 per unit on records sold, 50 cents on a single. 50 cents on an EP, 10 cents on a single. All the recoupment, not to mention the not at any time will you make more than half of what the company makes on you. You never ever will you make more. They'll always make double what you make, no matter what. You'll never ever own your masters. Even if there was another dimension and you went there and did music, all these contractual things still apply to you. But we were actually getting to the meat of it. And I know it's what some of y'all were looking forward to. And I guess what I'll do is we'll go like a couple of sections. I only have 4 pages left. So I don't know really how much of this is good stuff and how much of it's just going to be legalese. So we'll try to move through it as quickly as possible. But I know you heads want to know how bad the butt fucking is that goes on when it comes to merchandise at Psychopathic Records. So, merchandising, clause 1, pretty standard. They may create merchandise, and basically they can create whatever the fuck they want. Anything that they determine at their discretion to be marketable, bearing your likeness, your professional name, logo, trade names, trademarks, and whatever. This means that they could put your name, your fucking logo on anything. Anything. At their discretion. Their sole discretion. Sole means only. You can Google that. So they make the decisions on what your fucking name, face, likeness, band name, other trademarked things go on. Whether that's t-shirts, whether that's hats, or whether that's fucking pocket pussies. They could put your name and likeness on flip-flops and sell them at the beach. Anything. Anything. All right? The artist hereby grants the company or company's licensees the exclusive right throughout the territory, being the universe, the known and unknown universe, which I loved, throughout the territory during the term being, forever pretty much, and the non-exclusive right. Okay, so artist hereby grants the company the exclusive right throughout the territory during the term. That means that during the period of time that they're under contract or under contractual option from the company is the only person that can do any kind of merchandise licensing. Period. You can't do it. They do it. Now, you're also granting them non-exclusive rights throughout the territory, the known and unknown universe, thereafter. So, if you sign this contract, what that clause says, and this is a huge, huge answer to a couple of questions, and it's also a huge, huge reason for certain things now. If you've ever wondered why there's still twisted shit on Hatchet Gear, why they still sell old artist stuff in Hatchet Gear, this is why. By signing this contract, you give them the rights to your likeness on merchandise exclusively while you're under contract. And then when you leave, this is fucking dumbfounding. I can't believe I'm even about to say this. When you leave, they can still put your fucking face on shit forever. But at that point, you can too. You can get a company too, but that's a problem. Because if you're a big enough artist, okay, if you get to a part of your career where someone wants to license your shit for real, they're not going to do it. Because someone else has non-exclusive. You can't. Basically, if you fucking sign this contract, your exclusive rights to your own shit are gone forever. Psychopathic Records will always, always, always be able to put your name and shit on stuff. And your face. And do what they want with it. Sole discretion. Forever. Thereafter means from the point the contract is over till the end of time. In every known universe. Okay. All right. So for all merchandise, the company's going to pay for it. Which, obviously, yeah, they're going to pay to have shit made. Now, here are the percentage breakdowns. All right. For direct sales. Now, for merchandise sold via a marketing mechanism or store that the company owns or controls, not, including but not limited to Hatchet Gear. So, Hatchet Gear, Psychopathic Merch, as it's now called, any company concert, any company sponsored event, the company shall provide you with 20% royalty. Okay. So what that means is you sell 100 t-shirts at $20 a piece. That's $200. And let's say it makes, you're getting 20% of what the company gets after whatever they tell you it costs to make that shit. So you're not even getting half. You're getting 20 cents on the dollar of what net receipts were. That's after, cost and everything. Which I guess that's pretty normal. But 20% seems a little low to me. Like 1/5? Y'all need that 80%, fam? Alright. So, when Psychopathic moved into other places like Hot Topic and Walmart, non-direct sales. For non-direct sales, merchandise sold at non-company operated retail outlets, i.e. not Hatchet Gear, not company concerts. So shit like Hot Topic, Walmart. That's when you get half. So anything sold through a regular store, you're going to get half. Or something else. Music videos. Artists will, upon artists and companies' mutual approval. Well, that's good. That's the only time I think I see the words mutual approval in here. But that means that both parties have to agree. Appear at film studios or other locations on dates to be designated by company upon reasonable notice to the artist for the filming, taping, or other pertinent fixation of audiovisual reproductions of performances to be rendered by the artist, i.e. music videos. All video and film projects. Here we go. Here's an answer to a question everybody's wanted to know for a long time. What happened to the Purple Show? Why you can't see the Purple Show? Where'd the Purple Show go? Why will there never be another Purple Show? Any and all video and film projects, including but not limited to music videos, shall be deemed to be master recordings and are subject to the terms of this agreement in all respects. That means that anything that they filmed as Twisted, whether it was the Purple Show, whether it was fucking Born Twisted, whether it was anything, all those videos and concepts are master recording properties of Psychopathic Records. So they own everything, or they did. Like I said, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm saying without saying. If their contract was like anything like this is ridiculous. But if you are wondering what happened to anything they did when they were on Psychopathic, it'll never see the light of day. All right. Side projects. Side projects consist of things including, but not necessarily limited to EP singles, DVD home videos, and other projects. Okay. So, side projects you get to renegotiate. Side projects are all master recordings. Royalties will be calculated as previously discussed twice a year. You have the right, that you're giving them the right to withhold from the royalties any amount that may be required to pay back your shit. They can license your shit. Okay, so side person work. This is where shit about features comes in. Upon artist request and written approval by the company, the artist may have the right to perform as a side person in connections with the recordings of another artist. That being, like a feature. You get a feature verse from somebody. For side person work, the company shall be compensated a minimum of 23 1/3% of what the artist is compensated for such activity or activities as otherwise provided herein. Now, that clause I've seen before. I don't know if I've seen it be that much, because that's a lot. 20, that's a quarter. So essentially what that says is if you feature on somebody's album and you make $100 doing it, you got to kick back $23.33 to the company out of that money. Just for, I don't know. Why would you do that? I got no idea why you would do that. And this makes sense as to why people don't get features with side artists. Because maybe those artists are like, why the fuck am I going to even bother when I'm not going to even get all the money? We're actually moving pretty quickly. So I'm going to... Where are we at? Well, whatever. We're going to keep pushing on. Oh, and here's another one. The provisions of this agreement shall not be construed as to restrict an artist's right to appear for non-musical performances in motion pictures and television programs with no payment due to the company. However, the company shall be compensated at 23 1/3% of what the artist is compensated for any theatrical or commercial appearances, whereas artist's professional name and likeness are commercially exploited. What that means is if this person was to go and be just an actor in a movie, they wouldn't have to pay the company. But if they did something where, like, they say they were performing in the movie or they were in character in the movie as their musical selves, the company would be owed compensation in the amount of 23 1/3%. for the work you're doing. So for whatever reason, somebody wants you in a movie and they're like, well, we're going to give you this much. And then the company's like, nah, fam, we're going to need a quarter of that. So you got to think. The company takes a quarter. Taxes, they going to take a quarter. So you're going to end up with a fucking half. If that. And then if you're in a position, now understand, if you want to apply any of the things I'm saying to Twisted directly, then think about it in terms of they're splitting that. They're splitting that dollar a record. They're splitting that motherfucking 50 cents an EP. You know, after recoupment. After recoupment takes a bite out of that ass. So, there's that. Oh, look. The first appearance of the word juggalo. That I was going to go through words that aren't in here. Family isn't in this contract nowhere. Love isn't in this contract nowhere. Juggalo's in here, but it's for touring and special appearances. Company shall have the right to require the artist to appear or perform at concerts. Not limited to gathering of the Juggalos, Hatchet Attacks, in-store special appearances, meet and greets, in connection with the commercial exploitation of the masters. Whoa, okay. So basically this says, look, we have the right to tell you that you have to go to shows, that you have to go do these concerts. Now, it doesn't say anything about them paying you. It says here, and this is an argument that up-and-coming artists have all the time. The worst thing a promoter can pay you with is exposure. So what this says is to foster the artist's professional development and notoriety. So you're going to go out. We have the right to tell you to come do shows. And the only reason we're going to have you do these shows are for your professional development and notoriety. So notwithstanding anything contrary in this agreement, the company shall retain all merchandise revenue from merchandise sold at any and all special appearances up to the amount of the recouping cost for each special appearance as calculated by the net receipts of the merchandise sold, less the cost of such sale. If the particular event, the balance shall be split between the company and the artist. So if they have you come out to do a show, they keep all the merchandise revenue up to the point that the amount that it costs to do the show is recouped. Now, if you don't sell enough merch to cover that cost, then you and the company are going to split what's left and you're going to owe them money. See, at the end of the day, this document is designed to make you owe psychopathic money. Because that's got to be why somebody like ABK is still around. He must owe them like thousands of dollars. We know that Blase Rose owes them thousands of dollars. Psychopathic, this record deal is designed for you to end up owing them money. At the end of your tour on Psychopathic, you're going to have to go get a real job just to pay back the money Jay gave you. Just to pay back the video you did. Just to pay back the tour you went on. Just to pay back the merch you had printed up. At the end of the fucking day, you're going to end up like fucking Vanilla Ice, where he owed a nickel every time that they played Ice Ice Baby. Because of all the times he got sued. So many people taking chunks of money. This is ridiculous. For concert tours and concert shows, the artist shall retain any and all appearance or performance compensation. Well, that's good. So if you do a show, you get to keep that money. That's fantastic. Oh, look at that. You got to get written permission to participate in anything, but that's fairly normal. I can't give them shit. Yeah, okay. Artist hereby grants the company. Here's this word perpetuity again, which if you remember from last night's exciting episode, means forever. Artist hereby grants the company and its authorized licensees and assigns the exclusive right throughout the territory in perpetuity. So the known and unknown universe forever, as connected to masters and merchandise, to use and authorize the use of artist name, aliases, professional names, portraits, pictures, voice, video, likeness, biographical material, either alone or in conjunction with other elements, as such artists may be known now or in the future, in connection with the sale, lease, licensing, or other exploitation by any means or media or hereafter devised in any form whatsoever, under any trademarks, trade names, logos, copyrights, and company so deems fit, in its sole discretion, with no additional compensation payable to the artist. Artist waives any rights of action that artist may have and releases company from any and all claims that may have arisen from the commercial and non-commercial exploitation of masters hereunder, including any rights to sue for defamation or violation of rights or rights of publicity. That's a lot. That's a lot. I might have to stop here because that's a lot. What page am I on? I got 2 more pages left, and it's all legalese. But this one's important. So, this one's important, and there's a lot to it. So, if you sign this contract, you grant Psychopathic Records the exclusive right throughout the known and unknown universe forever to use your name and likeness, your real name, your aliases, your professional names, pictures of you, portraits of you, your voice, video of you, your likeness, your fucking life story, and any combination of anything else, including stuff you do after you leave the company. Artists may be known now or in the future. So things that happened, things that are happening now, and things that will happen later, they can use all this for any reason. Forever. As long as they can loosely tie it to the sale of a record. And you give up any rights. So if you sign this contract, all right, and let's say, damn, we're going to have to stop after this because this blows my fucking mind. This blows my mind. If you sign this contract, and whoever signed a psychopathic contract, I guess, would be under this clause. Let's say somewhere in your life story, there's something that you don't want people to know about, but the company knows about it. And they decide on their own. That's what sole discretion means. They decide on their own to use whatever this is in your life story that you don't like and you don't want people to know, but they're going to use it to sell records. You can't sue them for invasion of privacy. You can't sue them for defamation if they lie. If they make some shit up about you. Like, that's why, there you go. That's why Violent J can say whatever he wants. You can't sue them. I gotta stop. I mean, we still got 3 pages. I know I kind of had an interview today, but it was a good one. Like, that's amazing. Like, let me read it again. Artist hereby grants the company and its authorized licensees and assigns the exclusive right throughout the territory, which we know to be the known and unknown universe, in perpetuity, which means forever, as connected to the masters and merchandise, to use and authorize the use of an artist's name, aliases, profession, everything about you. Everything about you. And you can't do shit if you don't like it. I can't believe that this fucking contract even exists. This is like a wrestling contract. Like, I can't think of anything else. This is closer to a wrestling contract than it is a music industry contract. But yo, we'll be back tomorrow. I still got 3 pages of the bullshit to read. So we will most definitely be back. I appreciate everybody who's been tuned in this whole time. I see we stay in right at about 50. Right at about 50 viewers. I think we in a good place. But I think it's time to go. Yeah, I think it is. So, until tomorrow, Thursday, keep your fucking head on a swivel. Stay out of trouble. Keep growing beard. And remember, the beard has spoken.